Father used to make those. Not like in his backyard. He worked for Lockheed.
You just see him tinkering in the back.
Thought I'd make a C-130. Interesting. Air Force serial number 6801285. It's an American jet. After April 30th, 1975, overcoming any technical difficulties, the Vietnamese Air Force used UH-1 helicopters seized from the enemy, supported the land and Navy forces, which had destroyed bases, headquarters, battlefields, and boats, and ships of the enemy in order to defend the southwestern border of the country, and together with friendly units, they contributed to the liberation of Cambodia from the genocide of Pol Pot. So that was used. The Vietnamese, if you're not familiar with the history, are the ones that came in and ended the reign of Pol Pot in Cambodia. Okay, welcome to another episode of The Perpetual Tourist. This time we're at the Museum of Ho Chi Minh City here in Saigon. It's been lovely. My hair's getting out of control, I can see that, but there's nothing I can do about it, or will do about it. We're doing a lovely tour of Saigon today. Erica, you enjoying the tour so far?
Love it.
Love it. It has been eventful. Yeah, this is a wonderful museum. We've been here once before, years ago. Me and Scott did an episode here, but I thought it was worth doing again because you haven't seen it, and that was pretty early on, so I'm not sure we did it justice. We're going to try and do a little better job today. But let me flip the camera around. We're ready to go.
Yay, let's go.
Let me hit the wrong button several times first.
And the museum building is a stunning example of neoclassical architecture, but it was 1885 and 1890. Another 1800s one. Follow your nose. It always knows. That's very Frenchy. Very good. Very good.
Yeah. It's a French stereotype museum. Anti-aircraft artillery.
Oh God! Where people are just walking around with little mustaches and berets, and then
that's right. The striped shirts. 37 millimeters, modeled 1939, manufactured by the Soviet Union. These are generally all things that were used during the American War. This piece of artillery was used to fight against the destruction war of American Air Force in the North in 1964. It was then transferred to the 71st Anti-Aircraft Artillery Regiment of the Southern Headquarters in 1972 and used in Loc Ninh battle. This is mostly inside.
Yeah, it says formerly known as the Gia Long Palace and the Revolutionary Museum. And this was also constructed in the 1880s. So it was French architect, Alfred Falloux, I guess Falloux. And the museum building is a stunning example of neoclassical architecture, but it was 1885 and 1890. Another 1800s one. The building has served various purposes throughout its history. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
And Khartoum from Nguyen Hue campaign in April 1972 until Ho Chi Minh Historic Campaign in April 1975. By using this piece, artillerymen shot down several types of U.S. aircraft, such as F-5 jet fighters, UH-1 helicopters, and C-130 cargo planes. My father used to make those. Not like in his backyard. He worked for Lockheed.
You just see him tinkering in the back.
Thought I'd make a C-130. Interesting. Air Force serial number 6801285. It's an American jet. Mother's over there, but I know there's some tanks back here, so we're just going to loop around. 30th, 1975, overcoming any technical difficulties, the Vietnamese Air Force used UH-1 helicopters seized from the enemy, supported the land and Navy forces, which had destroyed bases, headquarters, battlefields, and boats, and ships of the enemy in order to defend the southwestern border of the country, and together with friendly units, they contributed to the liberation of Cambodia from the genocide of Pol Pot. So that was used. The Vietnamese, if you're not familiar with the history, are the ones that came in and ended the reign of Pol Pot in Cambodia. F-5 fighter, on April 8, 1975, Nguyen Thanh Trung, a Vietnamese soldier who was secretly operating inside the Saigon Air Force as a lieutenant, drove this F-5 fighter to bomb the Independence Palace, the headquarters of the Saigon puppet regime. Wow. That's an action story I feel like they could flesh out a little. So he was a spy inside the Southern Air Force, stole the plane, and bombed the palace, which you will see later today. A-37 fighter. On April 28, April 1975, the Victory Determination Squadron, commanded by Nguyen Van Trong, the captain of the Vietnamese People's Army, researched and used an A-37 fighter which had just been seized from the enemy, taking off from Phan Rang Airport to attack Phan Son Nhut Airport. That's the current airport in make sure I've got my tickets. Oh, it is already wet. I'm sweating. I'm going to put my ticket in the bag. Please help me remember where I put my ticket. They ask for it. They won't.
Deep beneath the building lies a network of reinforced concrete bunkers and fortified corridors, remnants of the building's use as a command center during the Vietnam War. So there must have been some type of tunnel over there, like they were talking about, plus that. So it was just like more, not like intricate tunnels, but just enough for them to kind of hunker down and strategize.
Yeah. But, I need to find my, I hate to not praise air conditioning, but I gotta say, these old buildings, concrete buildings, the big, huge windows, and I don't know what this is playing a part in it, but this walkway in front here, it feels like air conditioning in here. It feels so nice, the breeze from outside.
Mm-hmm. And there are people that are currently making concrete buildings over here again because they're like, hey, guess what? Because it'll keep you warm in the winter and cooler in the summer. And it's just a good idea.
That it is. You're right. It feels very nice. I was kind of wasting time a bit there so I could pull up the factoids. You've already told us about the palace. Oh, yeah. Gia Long Palace.
What it was called yet. And when it was constructed, 1885 to 1890. Let me see. The museum's permanent exhibition spans multiple floors, showcasing archaeological finds, ceramics, old city maps, and displays on various aspects of Vietnamese culture and history. I remember.
That's on the final video that I edited. It's just me going down and the screen freezes while I'm going down the stairs, and you're like, "Are you still there?" And then end the video.
Then it's gone. I was like, guess not. Okay.
Guess not. Well, this is an interesting, cool room.
The original name, Gia Long Palace, honors a Vietnamese emperor who ruled in the early 19th century.
Oh, interesting. Okay. These are
significant portion of the museum is dedicated to Vietnam's struggle for independence, with exhibits featuring artifacts, photographs, and documents from the French colonial period and the Vietnam War. You can also delve into the city's development from its early origins to its transformation into a bustling metropolis.
I guess these are all documents that say, we're making a city, get ready.
You know what? Oh, I love the clothes.
Mm-hmm. Cute, right? Oh no, this is a whole separate group. It's multiple groups going.
Oh my god!
We can walk around this one. I guess it's good that they're all just doing still photography. I thought it was the groom outside and the bride inside. but
there were two of them over there. Yeah, there's other people doing that.
Yeah, there was two grooms and two brides. Well, it is a nice building. People want to take their photos here. You do. This is an old canoe.
Dang.
It's a dang old canoe.
I couldn't even fit one butt cheek in that.
I know. Well, it is basically exactly the shape of the tree. They just hollowed it out. But this is. Oh, let's go get a date on it because I think it's pretty old. So that's what it says on there. Pretty old. No, it doesn't tell, but it's old. That's what we want you to know. Shrine. Oh, Betel and Erika. Do you remember Betel and Erika?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay, we got some traditional wedding ceremony of the Hua. Those are wedding clothes. These had to have come from China. Oh, it is raining now. When my phone overheated a few minutes ago, I thought your power had went out. I was like, the power went out, so now my phone is off. Then I was like, man, that doesn't make any sense. Why would my phone? That's wind blowing doors, by the way. I wonder what those noises.
Wow. Dang.
Oh, spooky. Doors that open themselves when blown by wind. What are these things? Set of worship statue. Jade Emperor. Nam Tao God. God of Wealth statue. Earth God. God's altar.
Jovial.
Yeah, they look like every one of them recently has 85. No, and here's the current ones. 500,000 now is the the top denomination, but even that's only about $20. Here's what people don't understand about inflation. If they were still trading in one dong notes in 1985, that was long after the war. They don't have coins anymore. It is expensive to mint coins. This is always a big argument against the penny in the United States, which is true, but it's true for all coins. I'm trying.
It's probably fine. The piastre or piaster is any number of units of currency. The term originates from Italian thin metal plate. The name was applied to Spanish and Hispanic American pieces of 8 or pesos by Venetian traders. So, what country uses piastres? I mean, hey, did you know Egypt uses piastres? Or they did. I don't know if they still know. I mean, that's interesting. Piastre definition: a monetary subunit of the pound. French piastre from the Italian piastra. That's got to be what that is, right?
Years, but shit, sometimes it just is too much to handle. Erica, you are here in spirit. You're connected. I see. I think she went also to take a little break. We missed the thing over here. Theater arts, education. This one. Classical theater. The classical theater originated from its cradle as classical drama stage that already existed 700 years ago in our country, but such kind of drama flourished the most in central Vietnam during the Nguyen dynasty. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Also had famous finds such as Boss Bo, Boss Bang, and bright stars such as Miss Nam Do, Spa Ut, recently implementing the policy of building an advanced Vietnamese culture imbued with national cultural colors. The art of classical theater has been more and more enhanced and promoted, worthy of the stature of a traditional performing theater in the South. Okay, let's move on. Just checking our day we got going here. Now, hopefully we won't have more overheating problems. Really what caused it, except that we've been going all day. Obviously, that's a good reason. If it does again, we'll just have another small break. Oh my god, I was pulling the cord. This time it was zipped up in my zipper. I don't know how that happened. These are good. I mean, they're cool looking. Chinese musical instrument. Hope Eric comes back. It's a stage. I see. Cute. Oh, I guess that's meant to look more like a stage as well, because it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, it just goes into the ceiling. It's a fake staircase. I was going to climb it. Education in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City since 1698. In the end of the 17th century, when Lord Nguyen took the land of Dong Nai, Saigon, and established Gia Dinh Prefecture, the population therein was still quite sparse. Then the education was not through school, and teachers were parents, grandparents, tutor of Chinese language, or the physicians who accompanied the migrant people and taught the children in their village. There you have it. Oh my goodness, these people are taking up the whole museum. I mean, it's a nice place to get your wedding photos. Cute, it's a gorgeous building. They're kind of in the way. Confident the museum makes some money off of that, and they should. So probably a good thing for them. I'm gonna say, let's go this way. An old sewing machine. Jar used as a secret shelter for Comrade Vo Van Kit, Secretary of Saigon. Let me ask Erica if she's coming back. Oh, there she is.
Oh no, I'm here now. I'm here. I was charging everything and had to settle some things down in each of the rooms because I don't know if the power's going to stay on, and it flickered way too many times. And I was like, "That's not supposed to happen."
Oh yeah.
Now, see, there's a boat that I can fit in.
Yeah, this is actually a lot like the one we took yesterday. Not yesterday, but 2 days ago. Yeah. And it looks like a boat, too. That's another good thing. So before we move on, sorry to break away from the museum for just a second. If ever something like that happens again, if I suddenly go out, I presume you don't want to like have the Erica show. If you do want to have the Erica show, immediately launch into that, do whatever you like. But if you don't want to do that, hit the tab brand up at the top. I think on mine it's at the top. You see what I'm saying when I'm looking?
I have to figure out how to get back in as the admin. Remember this one?
Oh,
I think it was on the other computer. I had it saved on there.
Okay. Yes. That's yeah. You would need to do that.
Yes, and like what I want to do actually, now that we're talking about it, I need to do a because I don't even remember. Remember, I've been on it 3 different times with 3 different Ericas. So I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing here? So this one is one where I just opened it up out of the email, but I need to have this one to be my one that I log into. You know what I mean? So what we'll do is like if you want to do like a little fake StreamYard thing, and then I fix it. You know what I mean? Like fix it to where I use this one.
A fake stream?
Does that make sense?
No, I know.
Well, not fake. I mean, just make a little show that we do a stream, but it's just us talking with me figuring out how to log in.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Sure, do that anytime. A fake StreamYard show might be a good show. The fake show. Southern people began a new period of struggle by boisterous political demonstrations of working class peasants, students, pupils, and Buddhists, which burst out in all the provinces and cities, reflecting our people's wish for peace and national unification. Political struggles could not confront the harsh policies of the American and Saigon government. In January 1959, the 15th Conference of the Party Central Committee determined the revolutionary way in the South was to combine political struggle with armed struggle. From Dong Khoi movement, that's Vinh Tre, which already expanded to all other southern provinces and cities, different armed forces were established one by one, such as local armed forces, guerrillas, city commandos, naval commandos, in Sac Forest with resounding feats of arms. Vietnamese people's resistance to the American gained victory after 21 years. Wow, I didn't realize it was 21 years. Thanks to creatively applying military art, fully enhancing the combined strength of all the people, and courting the fervent support from other countries in the world. The victory in the historic Ho Chi Minh campaign on April 30th, 1975 became the shining and brilliant mark of the struggle for our national liberation and national unification. Together with our forces nationwide, Army and people of Saigon, Gia Dien City, contributed to fixing decisive milestones in the common victory of our people. Okay, so this is all going to be about the American War. You might remember better than I, the French were finally defeated in, was it in 54?
Let me see.
That's when they're marking the start of the American War. The Americans are a little harder to...
Yep, you're right. French were defeated Vietnam May 7th, 1954.
The Americans are a little harder to pin down on this. Whenever something is cited, they say it was the Gulf of Tonkin that started the war, because that was the justifying event of getting the U.S. more deeply into the war. But the truth is we had soldiers here long with us, because we got all these sites right in the center, and it's just easy to do a walking tour of the center of the city. So this is it. But you should see the grand inside room here. Oh, it's a lovely building, although I'm going to get out of earshot and then badmouth it. Erica, I reek. Bought some new deodorant.
Oh, no.
I just wanted to tell you that. It's not, the stuff I had is not fighting this power of the heat and the humidity down here. So I've got to step it up tomorrow.
Oh, no. Yeah, you got to get a different one.
This is not good stuff happening. That's number 4. Forge. Oh, I thought it was booze. I don't know why I thought it was booze. But yeah, Forge, so they're heating and pouring, and I don't know how it all works. Obviously, I'm not a... What do you call those people? Not forgers. That's someone forging your signature. I don't know how that... But they're making metal. That's what we're saying. We're going to another place. Now that we've said those necessary things, let's head on over to wherever we're going. Doing whatever we do. The next one is the Reunification Palace. It's not far. It's also unclear to me whether it's the Reunification Palace or the Independence Palace. They both are used. I think one used to be the old name, but it may be one of those things where, use either one you want. It's fine. We're all on the same team here. Okay, I'm going to come out the corner, and we're going to make a right out of the gate, and then we will end up directly in front of this place. We actually saw this earlier today when we walked the park. I don't know if you remember it, but that's where we're going. If the church had been open, we wouldn't have gone down there and seen it. But that's just to give you an idea of how close the stuff together the stuff is.